Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Anwuadefo no abusuafo me nuanom Ghanafo. So wonye kramoni a mesre otumfo na sumdwe se enka. Na so ye kramoni so me se to assalamu alaikum biem. Me nuadefo me ma wakwaba. Meda wasese wodi video yachi amene du samre. Na nesu ye sa the message for bro. Ebeboa ama ugidi atime sipi o otumfo Nyankopon mu. We've been doing series of videos to prove say Onyankopon bi wo ha on bo wiase, and also to challenge the message that Avraham ben MOSHE is throwing across Ghana, putting dust in people's eyes. Say those lies, we will try and expose them. Niebeboa na nyamsumfo ebenye tools akuta no matimi ni Avraham ben MOSHE a debate ni akire amena sipi se otumfo Nyankopon bi na bo wiase no ono nso ne da no no ono nso a otumfo Nyankopon no nso no ono nso ne ekuta wiase na bibia ye bia so de ho betwere sa otumfo Nyankopon no ye pese e ma agidefo nya sa tools in order to be able to make sure say their faith in God becomes very strengthened. Avraham ben MOSHE, one of his key ideas that he holds is that we should rely on common sense. Common sense is the most important thing. Religion is a fact. Religion is a farce. We should forget about religion. The people are using religion to deceive us. We should rely on our brain, rely on our common sense to go about what we want to do in life. And you know, here, niento religion kuni, yento Nyankopon kuni, so Nyankopon be crowd bo wiase. The Avraham ben MOSHE chere ni say, Onyankopon no ama enwoma bia. I will see you see adwene. Ni adribo e bra, ni eto otumfo Nyankopon kuni baabi, ni eto religion to kuni baabi. Wrong. Totally wrong. Avraham ben MOSHE, you are totally wrong. So our topic today is to show, say, religion and the spirituality is innate in man. Si yen kramosom to nchen, ni Christianity kra to nchen kra no a. Enipa da sanini, eni ebota ni say, ye bekyere say, esom se nipa de no ho twere abode bia. Osom bo che sa nipa no. No de no ho twere no osom no. Aya ade bia. Nipa ho ade. Se nipa wo pew. Se umpew, you will have to worship something. It is natural within us to worship something and to depend on something and to depend on the Creator. This is natural and it can never be suppressed. So we are asking the question, is it common sense or is it religion? This is our topic today. Because this is one of the key objectives of Avraham ben MOSHE. Was he far common sense near to religion? And we want to investigate this today. Now, share previous videos. Mr. So, share previous videos. But modern. So, heavy. No, I share. Said the bear nipa de sani be a wodo watcher to for Yankopon. Na encanino, now only tools be a obisa say, Unyankopono or here. And I send a bit me proof Yankopon with evidence, with dalilia. Ubetimia points. No what timia explaining Unyankopon. Said the actual more videos I tramuno. Se see a casse. Minyankopon or timimuno. It is no more important no more. It is not sufficient. What we need is the substance. Be able to explain your God that you believe in to anybody who asks the question. Rationally, with proof, with dalil, with evidence. And we'll show you previous videos. What we have done so far is to show clearly that the Nipadasani Onyankopo bin a boy, and we have showed with evidence, rational proof, that God Almighty, He created us. And in those videos, we said the questions that is before every human being to answer. There are 3 questions. We need to ask the question, where are we coming from? So what the 50 years here? 60 years ago? 70 years ago? Where were you? You were nowhere. And all of a sudden, you find yourself in existence. So naturally, if you watch our video in the past, when we were talking about you happen to find yourself in a desert, all of a sudden, what's around the desert? So naturally, you ask the question, how did I get here? How did I get here? Where am I? And where am I going? Naturally, you ask that question. And until you are satisfied with the answers to those questions, you will never be able to sleep and sleep very well. So we have shown in the previous videos with a lot of evidence to show, say, Onyankopon, yanyem feel Quran mo, and yanyem feel bedroom with clear thinking. Rationally, we have proved, say, Otumfo Onyankopon be ewo. And it's always all those videos now. Mesro, some modern, ne always those videos now. And ne what we want to focus on. And say, yet me answer first question say, baby a free buy. So Otumfo Onyankopon be na boy no. Say near one kwam. You are sassy so. And you say, what is our purpose here? Otumfo Onyankopon odi buy we ase ano. What you buy just like that? And answer, He created us with a purpose. This is our objective today. And we want to show clearly that it is natural. It is natural to human beings to worship God Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this instinct within us, this innate desire, innate drive to worship God can never be suppressed. And therefore, we cannot use common sense. We need to always appeal to these natural instincts, whether we like it or not. So, we want to answer and find out. So, Otumfo Onyankopon when the boy no dia by we see her. Did He just leave us like that, or He gave us some guidance? Did God give us guidance, or He didn't? Or He allowed us and said, Abraham, but MOSHE cannot say, "I will see use your common sense." So this is our goal today. Say, innate spirituality. It's natural. That as humans, we depend on God, whether we like it or not. Now, He gave us a purpose. There's a reason why God created us. And you can Quran chapter 21, verse 16. Otumfo nyankopo waka asɛm ho. Ba'da auzu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Otumfo nyankopo se وما خلقنا السماء والأرض وما بينهما لاعبين. Otumfo nyankopo se we did not create the heavens and the earth for a joke, for a play. We did not create the earth and the heavens and everything within it just for a joke. No, but with a purpose. So as humans, we have a purpose. And not only that, the purpose that God has created us with is the innate desire to worship God. And when we talk about worship, we need to understand what we mean by worship. Worship simply means to submit and to make sure that every action that you undertake in this world, your reference point is God. This is what we call worship. Whether you did it, whether you obey or matitiem, you refer to God, not common sense to worship God. You refer to God as your reference point for your rules and your regulations and for your guidance. And what we want to show in this video, this particular innate sanctification is natural with every human being to rely on God for guidance. So our purpose here is to show that this innate desire to worship God is natural. This is our goal today. Na me bema mo mfa to ho bi. Nimdia fo betina ase. In the history of Islam, ni e friend Jafar Sade. Na Jafar Sade e mere bi bai. No one atheist. Obi a onji nyankopon ni. No one ne kwa debate. Na Jafar bu ni ketem. No one ne pai di kwa face. No one ko face no. Asema Jafar catch ni pane say. Me catch na say. E no kure trodo say. Eni pada sani biara. E wo mu. Say. You have the desire, the drive to worship God. Everybody has got that. Now, me pese me ma on fatu bi Jafar kachira brante and say, me pese me ma on fatu mo bi. Imagine say you are in a boat in the middle of the sea and there is a big storm. There is a big storm coming your way. With the ship moving here and there, left and right, east and west. Emra Jafar Sade. Emra oka sa asem we pe. Abrante no ni koye debate, you know. What's massa jaja na some way? What kind of sem? As some way, what kind of sem? As some way, can ebia to me pain. Ebia to me pain. And a jar for the sorty beside and say, I didn't see any catch me. Was he? And maybe me too quine. Now in the middle of the sea, I was in a boat with a crew and the captain. And there was a massive storm. Your boat in the qualifa, na babonkum, na qualifa, na abokobo ababonkum. Na yedin pa. Na yedin pa. And a jar for sending away a day. No see a dimu. No be a come him. And a jar for the sadi bisan say. Na samre muno. When he crew no any captain am was ship in muno. And as a boat in muno. Whoa no. Did you lose hope? Or did you maintain hope? Did you lose hope? Or did you maintain hope? Was it mean your hope? Say the crew and the captain. Or met me a save we. Or met me a save we. No see them who you and say. Me to mean some anywhere bonkumwa. Na boat ni faba be a boo. Na the crew and the captain. Omu nyina tete agupunim. No se me de mensa. Emienu. Eso boat no babi. Na mi kutam. Na Jafar so hadi bisa ne say. Na samre no. A wodo nsa emra se say the crew ni captain ni na no mawu. Na samre no. A wodo nsa so boat ni babi no. Did you lose hope or did you maintain hope? What's in the cranny? Me maintain your hope. Say, ebi a mekwa kodru nso eja na manyankwa. I maintained hope. And a Jafar bisa na dia be see biem. Was me kuta dia nim eduan a boat ni fabi na me kutam the plank of wood. De me hu ya hani say the plank of wood. And so too. And me kutam and me koto nsuo no so. Na me koto nsuo no so no man jesa plank of wood ni na me kutamu na me dan nsuo no so. And a Jafar sadi bisa say na sad time no. Did you lose hope or did you maintain hope? Was it me maintaining hope? Me maintaining hope. Se kakra. Me kwa kudu nso na ja. Na Jafar bisa say. Nana. Na dia ne CBM. Was it dem hu ya ne say. Eduano amede me ho atwere no no. Eduano so ye den say ye den o. Eno so jemi nsem. Afemi nkwa na me dan nso ni so yi. Na Jafar bisa say. Na sad time no edru sa no. Did you lose hope or did you maintain hope? Did you lose hope or did you maintain hope? Was it me maintaining hope? Na Jafar bisa say no. Crew ni nyina wu. Captain is wu. Ship na bubu. Wa beton so yi so. Na we maintaining hope no. In who? Who were you maintaining hope from? Who were you maintaining hope from? If Rabranti and Anoa, or admit was I was maintaining hope from the creator of mankind. Which rain say nipa de sani se wokwa ho kyerem na se wokwa yaw na wotwa wani hye bonkum na wotwa wani hye nifa na muan bia ni ba bia. It is natural inside you. It is natural inside you to rely on the creator of mankind, whether you like it or not. Embra wakotre doctor nim, not Dr. Bekacha will say, when you diabetes, when you high blood pressure, when you cancer, samreno, so you sikanio, so you diabeyo. You resort to your natural, innate sanctification of the creator. The one who born no, I felt when you could so. No matter who you are, because it is natural inside you. Now, on the side issue, this has got nothing to do with my topic. And now what will tell me? Minuya Ghana ni, minuya ba, minuya bema. So what kwa hu chrem? So what bro chre? No what you must say because of COVID-19. Assembly na to. Obi the assembly to so. Now you call by be ye. Onyankopon say. Men kancha one dai say. Woman yattaqillaha yaj'al lahu makhraja wa yarzuquhu min haythu la yahtasib. ومن يتوكل على الله فهو حسبه. Onyankopon say, ومن يتق الله يجعل له مخرجا. Onyankopon say, obia obekwa ahokyerem no de trust nyina beto otumfo Onyankopon mu no. Onyankopon say mesombo manipa kro. ويرزقه من حيث لا يحتسب. Otumfo Onyankopon say Sani pano de ne wura hye me mu no. Me bebia sade bia ma no. Me bebia tokoro bia ma na fam. Awa ahokyere na wokɔ mu no. Na sa me bia sa kwa ne ma no. Na se nka obi kura be ka kyere ne se sa asɛm we ato no. Aha na wo mu abɛfiri aba. Ka nipa no kura nka onyini. Allahu Akbar. ويرزقه من حيث لا يحتسب ومن يتوكل على الله فهو حسبه. Na do de na show tumfo Nyankopon mu no. For tumfo Nyankopon is enough. Allah suffices him. Never went to nchene nto enkomo so. Enti Jafar bin Sadi when you branch any debate, a one aside. The debate is finished. Now, I want some woman say, "Sa debate ya Jafar, wani sa branch any no. Onyankopon ka ho asem bi kura da. Wo Quran. Now, because of time, to me, and refer all of it. But what person call reference now? A surah to Yunus, Quran chapter 10, verse 22. Quran chapter 10, verse 22. Onyankopon ka asem bi o, na I'm going to paraphrase it. Otumfo Onyankopon say, "Aye ono Onyankopon ni pem. Ene na ho odim. Ana me nam asase so, ene nsuo so. Bi iznillah ta'ala. Wono ni pem. And woman emramain. Ene nam asase so. Ene nam nsuo so. Hwepo. Na nipa nam so. Ye de kodo o so no ni pem. Ana wa makwan. Now we say nipa nam nsuo so. Now the wind is blowing. A nice wind is blowing very calm. No namunso was and from a dead. Allahu Akbar. It is Surah to Yunus. Quran chapter 10 verse 22. And go on to say, Otumfo Nyankopon say, na nipa ne namunso na mframa na airborne na ye ne dead. Onyankopon say mre ni besesa. No kwale nim kakra bia, after there will be a big storm. And the storm is coming their way. Na shepu no so him. Na shepu ni him wa. De be kokko ban say. Oni podet fani, wo twere ni hwe ba bia, after na ye din. Woni wo abompu ni mpu. Na the waves, the wind, the storm has surrounded all the ship. It has encircled the ship. Subhanallah. Now, how many people can say? And that day, Matema kuma ho, Edia mo tumfo Nyankopon. Na so tumfo Nyankopon. Se wo ye me free san so we mu a. Se wo ye free san so we mu a. Ye de ho bebo afode de ma wo tumfo Nyankopon. Ye de ho ebebo afode de ma wo tumfo Nyankopon. Hwe, se nipa da sani. Sometimes si enye sika ni eti dedem ni ahu kire mu a ase wiase ye nyina wiase ye dia na mra obenya accident emra ya rebi be bow say cancer say diabetes and ase coronavirus minya dasani samre no a ye be ba be catch doctor be catch us wonya ya rewe no and ase stroke bi a chewo no ho nipa dasani afe no wajojo no ayemre. And then we resort to the natural state of man, the natural sanctification state, the spiritual state. Then we get to know that Otumfo Nyankopon be na boy. Samra near the what Otumfo Nyankopon. Now where? So be all nyini with the 75 years, 70, 65. Afa obo say abribia no kwa sorry de. If it is one who say mra na so ama no. For any boo says what full plane da. Yeah, so what full plane da. That's a pilot in your announcement to him. So we're going to face some turbulence. What happens? What happens? What happens on the aeroplane? Nemra aeroplane no ebe him. Samre no obi bire wo mu biara e bompae. So sumunyame, so onsumunyame obi biara. So woni abrofu tu kwan a Samra no saboni te unchen a obonso aso na yimu denden. Allahu akbar. Allahu akbar. Sa time no woni wo ehwa ni mu. Enti broni watini ni maimu a waso onji Otumfo Nyankopon de. Enso de hwe so wafu plane da. Samra no na obekọ samra ni mu no. I want to say yes. Naturally, every human being go back to their natural state. And that is the reality. And as if one bu say oh drive a car mono. What in a motorway so Afei, what lose control? Umia break iswa. Feel break, you know. Break, you know, more. Was hey, Asamaba. So you know you've lost control. And when the human being, he realizes that he's lost control, then he resorts to the natural state of sanctification, of spirituality, because it is natural. It is natural for every human being. At that time, there is no common sense. Common sense is rubbish. We depend on our Creator for support. Na mama mfato huni bebre nka ho. Where footballer be near friend under Herrera. He was a bit popular. I think he played for Manchester United as well. Sa brantie. So okobo baller. No was pad be. Sa pad no. No you soon. Even at the age of 13. When you nara. No da su use sa pad. Okobo baller. No dia she. I didn't know yes sir. When you did you say. Every be or the sa pad ni be she no. Odin kunimo ball okoboni. So, emra bedroom mra nipa hiya. I say you are in a state of fear. Then you rely on God. You rely on some supernatural being. That is the nature of man. We always, whether we like it or not, when we are in difficulties, we resort to the Creator. This is natural. Make I say so okoye exam. Obi owa ne pen. Na ne maame dia kosofo na sofo bompaya aguso. Obi oha obe examination room what the charm be beba. What the car be beba the boninsa. Sanya mano, it's got nothing to do with what the examination per se. But they do these things. They do these things. Why? Because at that state, he's scared. He's engulfed with fear. And therefore, he go back to his natural state of resorting to the supernatural being. That is what happens. That is the state of man, the state of nature. In the same way, I remember there was a day as a teacher, and I always observe this situation. Menkwala mi chiro mo da abrofo nkwala mi chiro mo ade. Se duru se wonu wo mu ye nsora. Remember, they are raised by their parents. Ebia omunsum nyame. And so eda ye nsore no. Obia ba examination room wa is so quiet. Ebia is say obi owa ye kasa start. Obenso wa ye say. Ebi mu ba examination room wa no maso so mu honsa. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. When the human being faces difficulties, he resorts to the natural state. Where footballers, how many of these footballers, Chelsea players, Manchester United players, England team, all these teams that you can observe, said Drew Somo Kobo finance and also Kobo ball be a dear. Ah, we do. hwɛ deɛ ɔmo yɛ wɔ park no so ebi kora ɔmo nyinyame ni o nso bo nso ɔmo atwa kanko na ɔmo de ɔmo nsa gugu ɔmo ho ɔmo yɛ dɛn ɔmo bɔ mpaeɛ. Can you see? Emra nipa be so him and as we go into fear no, then they resort to the supernatural being. Na dem pesa me no di nko ho say sa asɛm a me no kan say the desire, the drive to worship God, if it is natural, then we should be able to observe this across countries, across cultures, across civilizations. If it is true, it shouldn't be only in Ghana, it should be across all countries. And it's true. Across every country, you find an element of religion within the people and their practices. And this is a true fact. And we cannot run away from this fact. And it's also Egypt, ancient Egypt. What they used to do is they will kill a virgin girl just to appease the river Nile, to make sure, say, it continues to flow for them. Look, this is a kind of worship. It's a kind of worship. Or in a civilization, a particular people they are very close to a volcano. What happens is, in order to make sure, say, in order to make sure, say, volcano ni bumfu, ni bumfu na ejani emehuru na emek se omo emekun omo. Obawon se omo kum nkwala. Ye kum nkwala just to appease the volcano. Allahu Akbar. So it is natural that every human being will want to worship something. Why? Because we are weak, we are limited, we are dependent. And when we go into difficulties or we go into fear, then we want to sanctify this need within us. And even in countries where they do not believe in God. For example, in the Soviet Union, when it existed, in the 70s and 80s, so Soviet Union never believed, when they were practicing communism, they never believed in religion. They call religion the opium of the masses. Religion, said Avraham, MOSHE cannot for the mind. That is what the Russians believed in. And Avraham MOSHE, and somehow can you from my it's not at the foot from my. No, these things have happened before. In Russia, they banned religion. In the Soviet Union. But you know why? You know what happened? Even when religion was banned, you know what happened? There were countries like Uzbekistan and Tajikistan. These countries were under the Soviet Union, and they were Muslim countries. Say, Achiruya Duru and as a fasting Drua, the Russian soldiers at the time Omedi Dian Homacheno near the soldier for no munam. And so you know what? Enkrafmophone secretly no musumo nyankopon. Yes, you almost saw dying in Ara. And so still no, they were worshipping their God. Again, still in the Soviet Union, they banned the Orthodox churches. But still, the people were still going, worshipping God. And even in the Soviet Union, when they were banning religion, do you know what they did? When one of their biggest leaders, in the name of Lenin, when Lenin passed away, do you know what they did? they bound him. They preserve his body. And they put it in a plain kind of screen. And they preserved him. And you know what the people were doing? Out of respect, they go to Lenin's body all the time. And they do circumambulation. They do tawaf around Lenin's body, subhanallah. Can you see? A country that has banned religion. But there is still that innate, natural instinct, spiritual need to worship something, even if it is human beings. Another example, North Korea under communism. They ban religion. Even up to today, religion doesn't go on very well in North Korea. But you know what? Even when they ban religion in communist North Korea, you know what they did? When their leader, Kim Il-sung, when he died, they bombed him as well. They bombed him and put him in a screen. And they put him where they buried him. It's called a mausoleum. Look, they call it a mausoleum. And in addition to that, Kim Il-sung, they called him their eternal leader. Who is called eternal if not God? They called him eternal leader. And the people used to go to him and pay their respect in a form of worship. Look, it is natural, even when you ban religion, that people will still have it within themselves to worship God. This is the truth. So spirituality is natural with man. Now, let's look at research evidence. As a researcher, I love research because research is where you develop in terms of your mind and be able to solve problems. So when research are done, we look at the data and to see how credible is the data. Research has been done in this field as well. Allahu Akbar. There is a professor by the name of Roger Trigg. He's a professor of Oxford University. Now, he and his colleagues, they set it as an objective to try and investigate whether religion and spiritual need, are they innate? Are we born with it? Or do we acquire it from society? So what they did, Professor Roger Trigg, what they did was, got data from different countries. And their conclusion was this. That religion is not something somebody wake up and just go to the church or whatever. The evidence are in. And the conclusion that Professor Trigg and his people they made was that religion and spiritual sanctification is natural with human beings. And any attempt to suppress this need is short-lived. This was a conclusion from Professor Trick. In addition to this evidence, there's a writer. There's a writer by the name Graham Lawton. He used to write for a magazine called The New Scientist. Amazingly, this person, Graham Lawton, he himself was an atheist. He was an atheist. He didn't believe that God exists. But look at what he said. He said a lot of research has been done and the data is in. And he said even the atheist, they hold on to belief. They tacitly hold on to believe in a supernatural being. For example, they believe in the immortality of the soul. We also have another doctor. He is a researcher from the Oxford Center for the Study of Anthropology and the Human Mind in Oxford. He is called Dr. Justin. Yeah, Dr. Justin Brevet. Dr. Justin Brevet. They did a research with children. They collected data and their focus was on children from different countries. They wanted to find out whether children have something with them that allude to the supernatural being. And look, the evidence is in. The evidence is in that even children sometimes express certain ways that allude to the fact that humans have a purpose in life. And when humans have a purpose in life, then it tells us that they believe that there is a creator of mankind. Even children believe in a supernatural being. Children observe organization in the world. They see that things follow in a pattern. And when things follow a pattern, then there is somebody who made this pattern to happen. So the point that I'm trying to make here is this: that it seems that the evidence is overwhelming, concluding that it looks like we are programmed. There are some chips in us, just like you have your phone chips. We are programmed to worship innately and to sanctify the creator of man, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But the point is this: how do we worship God? Do we do it with our own thinking, our own common sense? No. Because we have shown that if we do have the natural instincts to worship God, added to the fact that God is unobservable, we do not know the nature of God. And we believe, and we have established in the videos that we've made in the past, that God exists. But that we don't know what he wants from us. So it makes sense that he sends a messenger. With a message, there must be a communication between we and God. And therefore, message. messenger, a communicator, which we call them prophets. So naturally, we will have to be guided by God himself as to how we should lead our life. Just like auto computer, the computer builder gives you a manual. So God will not create us and leave it just like that. Added to this, that how do we submit to God? We have proved that naturally we have to worship God. So how do we worship God? Do we use our own instincts and our own brain to worship God? We're going to fail. If we believe, which we have established these facts, that God exists, and we don't know his purpose for us, then he, God, will have to tell us the way we should organize ourselves to worship him, and the way we should lead our life, and the way we organize ourselves in terms of interrelationship with people we live with, people we marry with. How do we marry? How do we trade? How do we speak to people? All these God has told us in his guidance. We cannot use our own common sense. It is stupid to talk about common sense. Because what is common sense? Avraham ben MOSHE, what is common sense? You define common sense in your own ways as a sense of good judgment on everything that we do. What is this? Avraham ben MOSHE, what is this? What is the meaning of this? What is good? You define common sense in your videos as common sense means the sense of good judgment. Okay, let's analyze it. What is good? What is good? Who defines what is good? Without God. Who defines what is good? If you use your common sense and you tell me, just like I told you in my videos, I ask you a question. Do you believe that homosexuality is wrong? Do you? Do you believe that homosexuality is wrong? If you believe that it is wrong, there are millions of people who think with their common sense that it is good. In fact, in the UK that I live, the government have made it lawful that men can marry men, women can marry women. So Avraham ben MOSHE, if you think your common sense is telling you that it is wrong for a man to marry a man, then millions of people disagree with you by their common sense. If you think it is good for a woman to marry a woman, again, millions of people with their common sense, they will tell you that it is wrong. Look at Ghana. About 95% of Ghanaians think that homosexuality is wrong. Come to Europe. A lot of people think it's good. So who is correct with their common sense? Can you see? If we rely on human common sense, then what we do is we define what is good if it benefits us. If, as an individual, if I see something to be bad, even though it may be good for everybody, but I would never do it because it doesn't benefit me. Let me ask you this with your common sense. Let us say that there is a man, ne lungs, nakuma, ne nsono, and in the BBI perfect. Onyare. Ni baby aye perfect. Ni baby aye perfect. O wapotim. Ani enye nipa nnan. Enipa nnan o. Baako nso no. Ni baby aye ba ne nso na pro. Ana baako nso. Ni baby aye ba na kuma say. Baako nso. Ni baby aye ba na hera say. Me pesa bibisa was Avraham MOSHE. In terms of common sense, what do you think? Bema no any pa baako penwa. Bema no o any pa baako penwa ni bibia aye no. Is it not common sense? Is it not good reason? Say ya da saman ye be decide say yenkum sa nipa no. Ni enyi na hra eni na koma eni ne nso no emfama omu a omu yare no, because ye kuno ni said na koma ni bibia de ma eni ne nso ni bibia de ma onipa nan no a omu no benya ahoden ni ya save nipa 4. Ya save nipa 4. Say 3 so. Na nipa ba akupe awu. Is it not better? It's common sense. This is common sense. It makes sense. It makes sense for one person to die, for 3 people to survive. But is it correct? Would you do that? Would you do that, Avraham MOSHE? I doubt it. You will never do that. And you will never say this is good judgment. Would you say this is good judgment? You wouldn't. But it's common sense. Say, be saving nipa 4. Chance be nipa ba acquired. Atinem kom na nipa be 4 no mawu. Can you see? In my previous video, I asked you the question: is rape wrong? Is raping wrong? You might say it's wrong, but what makes it wrong? The person doing it, one who face a yamano. On what basis do you define what is right and wrong if you take God out of the equation? So Nyankopon anywhere, how do we have moral objectivity to define what is right and wrong? No way. You can't. Because what is in you, Avraham MOSHE, that makes you right and I am wrong? Adolf Hitler, during the Second World War, he killed 6 million Jews. With the German soldiers and Hitler himself, they were thinking they were doing something good. How can you say he is wrong, Avraham MOSHE? You can't. Without God. And that is why in that previous video that I did, I was telling you that I have 3 premises. The first premise is that if God does not exist, then objective moral values do not exist. We do not have right and wrong. Because who is the independent person to define for us what is right and wrong? The second premise was that objective moral values do exist. Objective moral values do exist. And therefore, God exists. And when God exists, He is the one to guide us. Because He created us. Do I hear computer no? When the name quiet first use to computer no? And to a demand no account, that's also use. How are you going to be able to operate the computer? Onyankopon boy, He gave us guidance. Without guidance, how do we operate? So we seek God's guidance. You talk about common sense, but I believe strongly that Avraham MOSHE, you don't even understand what thinking is. I've listened to your videos. To be honest with you, you don't understand the word thinking. What is thinking? Try and think about it. Because I don't think you've thought about this. You are just confusing Ghanaians and throwing dust in their ears. Sorry, in their eyes. Everything that you say is not based on research. It's not based on evidence. And you talk about common sense. What is thinking? What is the thinking process? Avraham ben Moshe, you don't know it. I don't think you know it. I'm sorry to say this. You don't. So let me try and make an attempt to educate you a bit about common sense and about thinking. Because you don't know how thinking works. For thinking to take place, you need 4 things. For thinking to take place, we need 4 things. The first is the reality. We need reality. Something that is in front of you that you can observe. This is what we call reality. It could be mountain. It could be the sea. It could be human beings. It could be water. It could be anything. This is what we call in research reality. Then when you have a reality which you can observe, then you need the senses. You need the 5 senses to transform this information, the reality in front of you, into your brain. So the brain is the third one, the third factor. So you need reality, you need the senses, and then you need a viable brain. You see, this is what you call common sense. Because everybody can observe reality. Everybody have got senses. You can taste something, you can smell something, you can touch something, you can feel something. We all can do that. And we all have got brain. So Avraham ben Moshe, you are thinking that is common sense. But you see, there's something that you are not aware of. There's something that you are not aware of. Without that thing, thinking cannot take place. Thinking will never ever take place. You can have the reality, you can have the senses, and you can have a brain. But thinking will never take place. Let me tell you why. Listen, I'm going to say something to you. As you watch me in this video, and I'm hoping that this video will reach you. Maybe some Ghanaians will watch this, and maybe somebody may be interested in this and may share this. All right? And me srado for me say, "Mon share na Avraham ben Moshe on this video way, no on respond to me entie." Me say, so when your reality, na so when your senses, na so when your viable brain, this is the only thing that you can call common sense because everybody has got it. Everybody has got this. We can sense reality, we have our senses, and we have a brain. But with this, still you can't think. And you're probably shocked why I'm saying this. And I'm going to explain myself. I'm going to say a word to you. As you watch me now, listen and tell me what you think it means. I'm going to say a word to you. Listen to me and tell me what sense you make out of it. Atufar, or protocol. Atufar. Avraham ben Moshe, I want you to use your common sense to tell me what it means. Tell me what it means. And be fair. I don't think you know what it means. You don't. But you sense the reality. The reality is the word that I've told you now. The reality is the word that I've told you now. Then you have a senses. You have a sense of hearing. You heard me say it. And your senses have transferred the word atufar to your brain. But what does it mean? Can you see? You don't know what it means. You don't. You know why? Because you need one more criteria in order for thinking to work. And that criteria, researchers call it previous information. Previous information. Without previous information, thinking doesn't take place. You see, when I ask you about atufai, obi a oti Arabic kasa biara no, anu oti mi biara no, onu se atufai, e Arabic kasa echere apple. Apple. Enti mi bisa ono, obi a oti mi onim adekro no, was e apple. But enough say we need previous information, you will never be able to think about it. So when you talk about common sense, it is stupid. Common sense, it is stupid. Because without having previous information, you will never be able to think. Without previous information, you will never be able to think. Imagine somebody. You will not say that I make one of my video or baby in a Cambodian jungle. Who ni pada or the 27 years. Ofa ukasa sao bawe. So be oko computer our forest sa forest no. Would he be able to use it? Would he be able to use this? No, he wouldn't. Because he has no previous information. Na mbibisa say enipa da sani si etimi kasa ama nipa ti ase a. Say them can be previous videos in no. Before we can understand anything, we need to be taught language. Language is not something that we are born with. Language, we are not born with language. We need to be taught, plus our innate ability to speak. So our society, our culture, our parents, our siblings, our family, they teach us language. And by the age of 7, if you can't speak language, then you will not be able to speak. You will not be able to form grammar. So my point here is, if language has to be taught, then who is this very, very, very first entity that taught mankind the first word? There is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Otumfo nyankopon. Otumfo nyankopon. When it said padasani, how to speak and how to name things. And the woman in Quran, onyankopo was say, wa'allama in Surah Al-Baqarah, was wa'allama Adama asma'a kullaha, was yani achadasa, the names of all things. Allahu Akbar. So God exists. This even tells that God exists. And he has created us with innate desire and drive to worship God. And this innate desire requires us to seek guidance. So in our next video, the next topic is going to be about guidance. How do we seek the message of God? How does God interact with us? How does God connect with us? That is going to be our next video. And we will show clearly, unequivocally, the need for messengers. Because God, we don't see God. But we have established in the videos, if you haven't watched it, some videos now when how I establish say otumfo nyankopɔ bi o on the boy we say ya improve free Quran mo ya improve free Bible mo said Abraham but MOSHE obetiasie ya the logic and thinking and you prove say otumfo nyankopɔ bi o on the boy we say na say onya ya tiase say am patrodo so nyankopɔ bi ne boy we say no nay the purpose of the mind is saying, a quaben never so at the we are saying. So any desire to worship God there. That's all Nyankopon so boy by no. We don't see him. Then he needs to provide us with a guidance as to how we will worship him. Yentimi for ya dwene and submit to God. He needs to tell us how we should do it. So the next video is about guidance. And that will be our objective. And to Onyankopon be the boy we are saying. Yen krabofo ye gidie no. Onyankopon ka kire Quran chapter 112. Wasi mon kase wasi call. Kase who Allah who. Ono otumfo Onyankopon no ahad. Waye ba akope Allahu Samad. Wono no obi ada no. He is without completeness. He is independent and besought of all. Lam yalid walam yulad. Lam yalid walam yulad. Wanguba no bisu anguno. Because akobani sa we weak. He begets not, nor is he begotten. Walam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. And there is none comparable to him. There is nobody that can be compared to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the God of the Muslims. This is the God that we worship. So Avraham ben MOSHE, we have got the next video for you. We want to establish the guidance. What guidance? How do we know God has given us a guidance? How do we find out? And how do we establish this idea of guidance? And how do we worship God? And that is our next video. You cannot say that God has created us and he has given us common sense. So we don't need God. We can decide what is right and what is wrong. This is silly. This is stupid. Because whose right is right and whose wrong is wrong. We humans cannot do that. Because what I think is right, somebody think is wrong. So the next video is about guidance. Menu ya utie me Onyankopon wonya wokese wate de wo hwehwe wo wiase bia no mesro tumfo Onyankopon sa wo ma wonsanka wate share video yi manundru ba bia na Avraham ben MOSHE wo se agidiafo akoma Onyankopon fa ho nhira ma sa wo share video yi se de bia bedru ba bia na Onyankopon wonya wokese na de wo hwehwe bia Onyankopon ma wonsanka wa akhiru da'wana أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.